The USS Enterprise engaged a Crossfield-class vessel run by a Klingon Federation mining cartel in combat in the Season 2 Star Trek Strange New Worlds opener. The spaceship was being utilized as a part of a false flag operation, intended to spark a second conflict between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. Starfleet's presence in the area during a predetermined time of Klingon possession would be viewed as a hostile act, because Kajadur IV was a disputed planet on the fringe of Klingon space. Fortunately, the Crossfield-class ship was sunk by Lieutenant Spock and the crew of the Enterprise before the Klingons learned what was happening, preventing war. Viewers will be able to recognize the Crossfield-class spaceship from the opening episode of Season 2 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. The concentric circle saucer component of the USS Discovery and other ships of its class is still present, despite some substantial alterations to the ship's design. Given the history of the Crossfield class in Star Trek canon, its deployment in the effort to reopen the Klingon War seems justified. Before being reclassified as warships during the Klingon War, Crossfield-class starships like the USS Discovery were first classed as scientific vessels. Underneath the concentric circle saucer part was a massive, elongated hull with two extended nacelles that had the same form as the Starfleet emblem. The groundbreaking spore drive was tested on both the USS Discovery and her sister ship, the USS Glenn, which is why the saucer part was divided into concentric rings. The saucers of both ships rotated to provide an excess energy cavity that propelled them along the mycelial network when they engaged their spore drives. While the USS Discovery seemed to have been destroyed after the event with Control, the USS Glenn's trials with the spore drive tragically went awry, leaving the starship adrift. Before future Crossfield-class starship construction was covertly halted, it was hinted at the conclusion of Star Trek Discovery Season 2 that the Glenn and Discovery were the only two Crossfield-class starships in existence. A third spacecraft, however, has been added in Star Trek Strange New Worlds and employed in the Klingon and Starfleet plot to reopen the conflict. The nacelles of the Crossfield-class starship were more like to those seen in the Luna and Miranda-class ships, although sharing a saucer portion with both the USS Discovery and USS Glenn. The false flag ship in Star Trek Strange New Worlds features two nacelle pylons on the underside of its hull, just like the Luna and Miranda-class starships. Although it isn't stated directly in the dialogue, it is very likely that the Crossfield-class spaceship that the Enterprise destroyed was a composite of several starships. Dr. Joseph Mbenga and Nurse Christine Chappell from Star Trek Strange New Worlds discover the spaceship to be underground after they are taken prisoner by the gang. When asked how they got it in there, Mbenga replies, "They built it," implying that the ship is a Frankenstein's monster constructed from many classes. After Discovery vanished, the Crossfield class was abandoned. Therefore, it's possible that the Syndicate used dubious ways to get a spare saucer portion. It would be fascinating to see if any other parties have been able to get components from the abandoned Crossfield-class experiments when Season 2 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds progresses. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Click the like button if you like the video. You can also subscribe to the channel to see more breakdowns. Thank you for watching, and see you later.